Yeah, we got Isaiah Major, SWAC Defensive Player of the Year, and now SWAC champion joining us on the show tonight. Isaiah, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Hey
There
Isaiah,
he is.
welcome to the show, man. We appreciate you hopping on.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Congrats on the win Saturday night. So what was that like? Not just like I guess the game itself, but dealing with the weather and delays and all that stuff. Like just what the experience was like of actually going through that on a Saturday night.
I mean the weather. It was an unpleasant surprise, I would say. But I mean, ultimately, to compete for the championship and be on that stage, that type of platform, I mean, it was beyond a blessing for us to come out with the victory, something that we've been working and striving for this whole season. I mean, I'm just beyond thankful for even be there. So rain, sleet, or snow, I mean, I was just happy to be in the presence of my team within the trophy and of it all.
I think a lot of FAMU fans probably would have preferred snow than torrential downpour monsoon on Saturday night.
Let me ask you, when you guys going into this game with respect to the weather. Now, I'm guessing you guys probably had some idea what the forecast was going to be like. How did Coach Simmons approach this? What was the strategy going in terms of how to prepare for a game that could potentially involve playing in a lot of rain?
Well, I mean, to say, knowing Coach Simmons how I do, I mean, he treats every day the same, every team, every game the same. We've practiced in, I mean, a crazy rain amount. I mean, just where it's pouring all day, and he's rescheduled practice, and we came back up to the facility for practice. So we've kind of been in this situation before, but I mean, it's just you take it head on. It's not something that you can avoid, go around, over, underneath, nothing that you can hide from, something that you have to confront straightforward. So I mean, he let us know as a team that it's going to be a sluggish kind of game. So we're going to run the ball. Defense has to play defense, and let's go and win this championship.
Isaiah, when Coach Simmons, when you guys joined the MEAC, he said that he felt that this was the best, that you guys were the best team. Last couple of years, there have been a couple of hiccups, but just how did it feel to just be able to get over that hump? As you said, rain, sleet, or snow, be able to hold that trophy up with your teammates and know that you guys have one more game to play, a very important game to play in Atlanta in a couple of weeks.
I mean, it just meant a lot, especially knowing that those previous teams hold key players like Isaiah Land, Marquise Bell, and Xavier Smith, cats who are currently on NFL rosters. So for us to be able to do something that those teams with those type of players held, I mean, is definitely some type of accomplishment, something that you want to hold high to yourself, some type of esteem. I mean, it's definitely something that we want to keep going and just looking forward to this week. We respect our opponent and everything that comes with it, but we coming out to play football and win a championship.
Yeah, Isaiah, talking
Isaiah,
about oh, go ahead, Jared.
Go ahead, Jared.
okay. This defense, you guys have made plays all year. You guys call yourself the Dark Cloud defense, and you guys were very huge in the SWAC championship game, forcing 3 turnovers. And what I thought was the biggest one was the first one when you guys halted their extended drive on that first possession. Talk about the confidence that gave you guys for the rest of the game and how it helped you guys coast to victory.
I mean, it's something that we've prided ourselves on all season. Even if you date back to the first game of the season, Jackson State, we gave up a big bomb. Kendall Bowler got a tackle down to the ground, and we ended up getting off the field, stopping the field goal. So I mean, it's something we prided ourselves on all season. Bend but don't break. Somebody may make an explosive play. It is what it is, but as long as we stick together, communicate, and play ball, I mean, our defense is capable of anything and can compete with anybody on any level.
Yeah, so Isaiah, you were named SWAC Defensive Player of the Year this year, following in the footsteps of a couple of other guys you mentioned before who are in the NFL from FAMU. What was that like to be a leader of that defense and win that award and continue that mantle of having like great defensive players from Florida A&M?
I mean, it definitely key to my heart. To see cats like Isaiah Lynn and Marquise Bell, like their pictures on the wall, drew on the wall, just being as FAMU great, something that I aspire to do. But it's definitely humbling, and I really appreciate it. Just even being mentioned in the same category and to giving this award. I mean, to come out, it's definitely a blessing.
Cool. So now you turn attention to the Celebration Bowl. It's the first time FAMU has ever been in the Celebration Bowl. Like, how exciting is that to not only like win the SWAC, but knowing like you're going to play for a national championship in a couple of weeks?
I mean, it's what we worked for all year. We knew that coming into every game that they would kind of have us favored, with Coach Simmons telling the entire world that we were the best team he's ever coached. So going into every game, we knew we would be favorites. We knew what we had to do, and we knew that this time would come. So for us to be able to claim everything that we feel like we deserve, I mean, to be in front of you is definitely a blessing as well, as I would say. So, I mean, we're definitely looking forward to coming out and competing for a championship.
Isaiah, let me ask you this. I think with going into when the game ended, it was we learned that, I think because it was Montana State who lost, FAMU now holds the FCS record for consecutive home wins, I believe at 20. Tell me, what is it about playing at Bragg Memorial Stadium that you think is so difficult for opponents when they play in that stadium? What is it about that environment that you think is so intimidating for the opposing teams that you play against?
I definitely think our fans play an immediate role in everything that goes on in Bragg. Just the atmosphere alone, I think it's one thing for a team to be a team, but for it to be a family environment, to know that, I mean, regardless of what happens, that your fans will still root for you. You'll still get the same love, win, lose, or draw. So when you come into there, I mean, it's just one of the most aggressive atmospheres. Like, you, even the people at the concession stand will tell you you're about to lose to FAMU. So I mean, it's just